And here's the last season, the season of harvest. There's an interesting phrase from an ancient prophet, and it says, "In due season, your harvest will come." First, harvest cannot come unless you're due. Harvest does not come to those who did not plant all those months ago called the spring. Harvest does not come to those that hope. Harvest does not come to those that wish. Harvest does not come to those who have their fingers crossed. Harvest only comes to those for which it is due. Harvest only comes to those that have planted, that did the job, that told the story, that gave the invitations, that conducted the meeting. You've got to make the expenditure up front. But if you make the expenditure up front, before the harvest is there, you must see the harvest in your mind. You must anticipate the harvest because others have already received a harvest. It gives you hope. But we plant in the dark. We plant not knowing for sure. But if you'll take the risk and talk, if you'll take the risk and go, if you'll take the risk and serve, if you'll take the risk and give an opportunity to someone, if you'll take a risk and get on an airplane, if you'll take a risk and go see the people, if you'll take a risk and conduct a meeting, I promise you, as time unfolds, your harvest will come. If you put your heart and soul into it, your harvest will come. I want that to happen for you. The lesson of the seasons. One is to hang in there when the nights are long. Hang in there when the winters are tough. Hang in there when the reverses come. Hang in there if you happen to get ill for a while. Hang in there when discouraging times come. Number two, take advantage of the spring, the people you meet. Take advantage of a chance to conduct a meeting. Take advantage of a chance to make a phone call. Take advantage of a chance to write a letter. Take advantage of a chance to hand somebody the Herbalife opportunity and see what kind of miracle might come from that. Take advantage. And number three, in the summer, give life like a mother. Fight enemies like a father. Look over your organization like a shepherd would look over the flock, the sheep. Take care of it as a leader should, but also fight the enemies for people that cannot fight for themselves. You've got to look after a little baby that first cannot look after itself. You've got to have vision for a child in looking into the future when the child has no vision of his own. Here's the key phrase in Herbalife: let your distributors borrow your eyes to see into the future. Things they cannot at first see. Let them borrow your vision. That's what we constantly do with Mark. Mark looks out into the future. I remember when Mark said, we're going to do 400 million. I said, Mark, are you going to say it publicly? He said, yes. I said, Mark, are you going to ask me to say it? Yes, he said, I'm going to ask you to say it publicly. We're going to get to 400 million. I said, Mark, I'm not sure I can see it. He said, borrow my eyes. And just like a mother and a father who lend their vision to their children who cannot see it at first, I'm asking you to be such a mother and such a father to your own organization to help them see things they cannot at first see. Because in due season, plenty of testimonials here, plenty of proof positive that you can start all those years ago and put yourself through the paces, make the sacrifices, and see the people, and the harvest finally comes. Not only the harvest of money, but the harvest of good health, the harvest of heart and soul, the harvest of taking a lot of good people with you as you make the Herbalife journey. Your harvest will come.